California Pizza Huts firing all of their delivery drivers. Hey, everybody, you're watching Bull, Boom, Bear, Bust, back with another dose of economic reality. Let's get right into it. We told you this is what happens when government tries to interfere or when they try to assist in private business. We see things like this. Let's go ahead and bring up a story here. This is out of MSN, and let's just read the headline here. Actually, San Francisco Chronicle, I'm sorry. Pizza Hut franchises in California lay off all delivery drivers ahead of minimum wage increase. Again, this is what happens when you have people that most of them have never worked a real job in their life. We're talking about government lawmakers interfering with business, saying that this is going to help, right? So on the surface, you say, okay, yeah, they should make more money. They work hard. They're out driving around. Many of them wear and tear in their car, having to pay for their own gas in some cases. They should get paid more. I agree. But when you pass a law saying you have to pay a certain amount, it no longer becomes profitable. And if they're not willing to just raise the price on the pizza, then you're going to see stories like this. Pizza Hut in California laying off staff, delivery drivers in anticipation of a new state law raising the minimum wage to $20 per hour starting in 2024, just a few days away. The move will result in over 1,200 job cuts. Regulatory filings, Pack Pizza in San Ramon, which operates Pizza Hut establishments throughout California, said it plans to eliminate first-party delivery services beginning very soon. Simultaneously, Southern California Pizza Company, another Pizza Hut franchisee covering Orange County and Inland Empire, announced plans to lay off another 841. Under the new law, approximately 557,000 fast food workers at 30,000 restaurants in California will see their wages rise to $20 an hour starting in April, with the potential for further increases up to 3.5% annually through 2029. Again, sounds good on the surface. And I wish this fixed the problem of helping people keep up with the cost of living. But guess what? The cost of living is going to keep going up at an accelerated pace because of things like this. And now people will have to use other services like DoorDash and other Uber Eats, other delivery services. And guess what? Because of the increase in demand, those places are going to raise their delivery prices, and customers are going to have to pay more in the end. So really, I think Pizza Hut really should have just raised their price to begin with to to offset this, to offset the higher wages. So they would have had to raise the price pretty significantly because this was a pretty drastic increase in the pay for these drivers. All right, but it's pretty easy to see how these things can really do more harm than they do good. Right? The intention was, okay, these people are going to make more money. It's expensive here in California. The housing's ridiculous. The cost of living, just in general, is ridiculous. They say, quote, our franchisees independently own and operate their restaurants in accordance with local market dynamics and comply with all federal, state, and local regulations while continuing to provide quality service and food to our customers via carryout and delivery, the company said in a recent statement. Other food chains did something a little bit different. The new law, modified version of the FAST Act, proposing a minimum wage increase for fast food workers to $22 an hour this year, has faced resistance from major chains such as McDonald's, Chipotle, and Chick-fil-A. These chains say they plan to raise menu prices to offset higher operating costs. Well, what's likely to happen when these places get so expensive? I mean, I think they're already expensive, but when they get even more expensive, more people are going to opt out of going to these places and maybe cook more meals at home. So more people maybe going to the grocery store instead of fast food. I mean, we'll see if it affects their business. So many people have to eat fast food because they're in a rush. They have to get to work. They don't want to prepare their own meals. Maybe they're lazy, or maybe they just don't have time, and they have to pick up food on the way to work, things like that. Other times people just like I said, they're just too lazy. They don't want to make their own food, and they'll probably be customers no matter what, as long as the credit cards can continue to be swiped, and as long as these credit card companies do not drop the credit ceilings people will likely still just pay the extra price, the higher prices for this fast food, in my opinion. Out of MSN here, one Pizza Hut delivery driver told Business Insider that he was offered a $400 severance if he stuck around through his February 5th layoff date. So they don't want these drivers bailing out before the minimum wage law takes effect. They want to keep them there through the lower wage period, and they're offering them a severance package. That's pretty slick or shady, whichever way you want to look at it. The driver said, quote, "The money they're giving us as a severance pay is a slap in the face," he told Insider. "It comes to $3 a month after 9+ years of service," unquote. I could see how that would feel like a slap in the face for sure. I haven't ordered pizza from Pizza Hut in years. The last time I got a pizza there, and this is not just Pizza Hut, this is most pizza that you buy, I feel ripped off basically. I feel like there's a ton of crust, a ton of bread, and just a little bit of topping. In fact, if you scrape the topping off of a large pizza, you can fit it all in one hand, right? Maybe I know that because I've done that before. Because I'm not a big fan of carbs and crust. So sometimes I'll just eat the top of it. So imagine paying $20 for something that's enough food to fit in one hand. Maybe $25 after the wage increase goes through. After some of these other franchises, not Pizza Hut, but other ones, just raise their price on the pizza. In fact, Pizza Hut will have to raise their prices too. Just because they're going through a delivery service like DoorDash or Uber Eats doesn't mean they're going to be without extra cost, because again, those places with the extra demand will start demanding higher costs to deliver these pizzas. But I haven't ordered a pizza in a long time from one of these major franchises. I do get one from a local pizza shop just down the street from myself. I like them; they're nice people, and the prices are pretty good. And they put a lot of toppings on there. That's the thing for me. But what is the average price of a pizza lately here, or recently here in California? Well, I'm thinking California is going to be pretty expensive, but here's an article here. How much is the average pizza in each state? This is as of 2022, so pretty recent. Slice, a pizza ordering platform, researched the average price for a large cheese pizza in each state. The nationwide average price for a large cheese pizza was $17.81. Check out the findings in other states. Let's take a look here. Wow, the lowest, Oklahoma, Minnesota. So the lowest was Oklahoma, $12.70. Minnesota, $13.88. Alabama, $14.80. Kansas, $14.96. North Dakota, $15.35. Let's scroll all the way to the most expensive. I'm expecting Hawaii and California if I had to guess. So let's take a look here. Wow, actually I was wrong. Oregon, the most expensive, $26.94. Washington State, $23.34. Illinois, $22.52. Alaska, $21.74. Colorado, $21.23. In fact, California is looks like the sixth highest. And I guess I was wrong about Hawaii. Where's Hawaii at? Like the eighth highest, behind New York. So pretty interesting. $26 in Oregon, almost $27 for an average pizza in Oregon. What's going on up in Oregon there? I would not have expected Oregon to be the most expensive. Just because your state's named after a musical instrument, you have to have such high pizza costs. What's going on with that, Oregon? All right, folks. So what do you think about this? To me, it looks like a pretty big backfiring of what was supposed to help people. So now instead of having jobs that pay whatever it was, $16 an hour, now they have no job. And now they'll have to go find another job. Right? So what do you think down in the comments? More harm than good. All this regulation. Seems like the more regulation that they put in, the worse things get. Look at all the regulations that have been put in over the past 10, 15 years, and look at how bad things have gotten with the cost of living, right? So it almost makes you wonder that if we didn't have any regulation, would it be much worse than it is now? I'd be very surprised if it actually was much worse than it is now with less regulation. But please let me know what you think down in comments. Very interesting nonetheless. What's next? I think we're going to see a lot more big price increases in the menu here. Fast food, not the healthiest food. So maybe this could be a sign and a bit of encouragement for people to maybe eat more healthy There are some pretty healthy fast food places. I guess Subway, not too bad because it's not fried, right? Maybe some of the meat they serve there is fried. Who knows? Anyway, this is not a health food channel. I try to stay healthy, but when you look at it, being healthy has a financial aspect to it because doctor bills not free, right? Anyways, everybody, what do you think about this? Fast food workers fired. So if you're in California, get ready to pay more for your pizza. Everybody, thanks for watching. Talk to everybody very soon. We'll see you next time on this channel here. Bye for now. Peace.